Hi guys! Happy Thursday, and I am so excited for today's live because it is questions and answers. And instead of talking about one specific topic, we're here to talk about the topics that you guys want to talk about. Any questions you have in terms of markets, products, heat presses, heck, you can ask me about social media. Um, Now's the chance. Give it a go. As everything just falls off of my little organization stand that I have here. Let's just move that so it doesn't happen again. Kelly Walters live from Stalls, and on the other side, as always, we have Stacy going to be able to provide you guys some links. We don't have any, like really quick links to post since this isn't a mapped out live. It's going to be by the flow. So if there are certain questions you have, and we do have the ability to post the link below to take you directly to your answer or what you need, give Stace just a smidge of a time so we can get that answered for you. I'm in Kansas City. It's bright and sunny, and I can see we've got Colorado. Hi, Cindy. And then another Cindy from Miami. I love it. There is already a question coming in from YouTube. So we are broadcasting to both Facebook and to YouTube. So I am going to do my best to pop up the questions to where you'll see it down here on the screen. And if it's a quick answer, then I may not do that. You guys always know if I do not have the answer, then I actually have a notepad here that I will continue to write them down. And to get those answers to you, I will make sure it's cool to post it in the Heat Press for Profit group in or on Facebook. So for those of you that are tuning in to YouTube, if there's a question that I cannot answer and somebody else can, then make sure you check the Heat Press for Profit group for just a little bit further information on where to find that answer. Or I've given my email so many times, you guys can feel free to reach out to me as well. So let's get started. I'm a little nervous and I'm a little excited. So, okay. Let's see. What's the one thing you've learned over the years that you would pass on to someone new in heat printing? Don't be afraid. It's so simple. And the reason why I say don't be afraid is because you all have to be beginners at some point. Something so simple, right? Like writing, walking. You had to be a beginner in order to learn how to excel, how to be more efficient. If you are one that writes script or an artist, you constantly have to build that skill. With heat printing, make those mistakes, but set yourself up and be prepared to know that you're going to make those mistakes. Raise your hand if you are much harder on yourself than anybody could probably ever be harder on you. And I am one of those persons. That's my characteristic. And I know anytime I ever make a mistake, it does wear on me. But if I know I'm just testing something out, I'm trying for trial and error, then my mindset has a little bit easier way of grasping it. I have two, right? Here's the second. If you're working on something, don't work for perfection. Work to get it out there and then work to perfect it. And that could be something in terms of launching a new business. If you're working on a website, if you are working on the perfect name or the perfect logo, get what you have out to your customers and then maybe rebrand yourself once you have fully developed exactly who you are. So that's two. Let's see. Hi from Phoenix and Sweden. I love it. North Carolina. Des Moines, Alabama, Costa Rica. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is cool. You guys are coming in from everywhere, and I love it. There's some in the comments about being so hard on yourself. Let's see. Okay, I've seen a couple, so I'm just gonna make sure I don't miss one. If I do, and for some reason I have overlooked it, don't be afraid to type it in the comments. And I'm saying this because I think there's probably a good 2-minute delay between you typing and me actually seeing the comment, or me speaking, you typing, and me seeing the comment. So just going to preface that, you guys. I want to do my best to get everything answered. So this one's a hard one because if we could duplicate CAD-CUT Premium Plus as a printable vinyl, I think ultimately that is what we would love to be able to say that's the one. If you haven't used Premium Plus, the stretch and rebound is fantastic on it, and I always compare it to a sports bra or a very, very compression like jersey for volleyball or wrestling. It just moves with the body. So stretchy, that's a term that's very, very difficult. Our Super Tech line does have a great movement, but it's still not that one that is going to stretch and then snap back. So it's not the best answer. It's not the answer I want to give you, but it is the best answer at this moment in time. In terms of anything outside of CAD-CUT, I don't really test too many materials. I would let you see this side of my office, but I don't want to show you this side of my office. There's so much vinyl from stalls that I'm always playing with. Great question, because I know it's been on the hunt for quite some time. All right, which heat press do I recommend? It depends on your body, depends on your price, and it depends on, to me, what you are actually trying to reproduce. Like what are the products that you're working with? I love this guy. the auto clam. I will tell you, I wish the stand right here, it is so close. It's not on. Don't worry, guys. I always get comments. It's like you're going to burn your head. I wish this stand was probably about maybe 4 to 6 inches shorter. I'm 5'4", and I'll just show you. Like right now, you can't see it, but my arm is clearly above my head. So in that case, that's one thing that kind of bothers me, just reaching up. I just wish it was a little bit shorter, but I love the auto open on it without having to have a compressor. I can use, I believe, just about all of the platens, and it's a quick, easy adjustment in terms of time, temperature, pressure. Now, if I had the ability, I would hook up an air fusion in this room and work with a compressor, because it's like boop and it's programmed. So but I'll tell you, all of the presses have the same heating element. So if you're going from a max to a dual, you're still getting this same heating element and the snake-like coils. So it's not so much changing like a better press, it's just all how my body prefers, right? Let's scroll. Oh, soft opaque. Thanks, Stace. Soft opaque is another great option. It is a newer printable material for us. So if you are looking at a printable heat transfer vinyl, and you're wanting a different option, Super Tech, okay? Super Tech opaque is different than soft opaque. Super Tech, the easiest way that I have always explained it to customers is take that first part, super. It's a super material. And I mean that because it can go on nylon, poly, it can go on polypropylene, cotton, spandex. I have put it on leather before. So super is how I associate that material. Soft opaque is just a slightly different makeup. And correct me if I'm wrong, Stace, but it is a cotton, poly, possibly lycra, but it is not nylon. And I'll just have her verify that in the comments for me. What's the best tip to press Easy Weed on leather? Do you mean Caesar Easy Weed or CAD-CUT Ultra Weed? So if in terms of leather, here's what I have noticed. It's going to shift in shade. So if you are going to heat apply onto leather, I don't necessarily have that answer. I'll check and see if we have any really good tips and tricks from some Sams out in the field. Trying to bear with me, I'm writing it down. So that's what I've noticed is that anytime I have applied to leather is that it just shifts where the carrier laid on top of that piece. So let's example time. If this is our piece that we're applying leather, right? This is a leather piece. And then this had a carrier, a square carrier on it. I'm looking for a better recommendation or example. The square would be around the phone, right? When you would go to peel it, that square would leave a different type of texture or tone to the leather. The only way to then remove that is then to heat apply, and you would have to do that to the entire piece of leather. So I know that is a really roundabout question, roundabout answer, but I did write it down. So stay tuned on for that one. Okay. Oh, Donna, you have an air fusion and you wish it would lower also 5.2. It's a reach. Yep. So with the air fusion, I know you have the sides, but the buttons on the side to engage the press. So, but still, if it's up higher, I can understand that it would be more up here versus like right at your chest or even below. It's funny, right? Like we need small stands and large stands. Okay, let's see. Soft foam. CAD-CUT soft foam you can sublimate on, and it looks cool. I actually did, Jenna has a fantastic video out there where I believe she did leopard, it's 2 letters, and then she did an outline of another material, and the soft foam is very, very cool because you've got a little bit of texture. It's the soft texture, but then you've got a little bit of dimension, but then when you add that print on, it just really takes it to another level. Let's see what else. This is going to give myself, like, I feel like I'm getting a brain fart here. Glitter flake. CAD color glitter flake you can sublimate on, and Stace, I'll see if you have any others that are coming to your mind. 12, but that's an entire, like, that's a really, really deep process because then you know, you're just worrying about so much with that. But those are the two right off the top of my head. Let's see. Okay, so to confirm the soft opaque, you guys, so cotton, like I said, cotton poly blends, and then the lycra. So that super from SuperTech opaque gives you that wider material ability. Oh, CAD-Cut Ultra Weed. So here's the other thing, Dawn. If you're applying that to the leather, you could go as low as 260. If you're not washing it, I personally would just test at maybe a lower temp and see where the difference is. But we recommend 260. But like I said at the very beginning, be prepared for trial and error. I like it. So some type of adapter to put the handle of the press to make it easier for short people. I love that idea. Here's the only problem. The minute you start to engage, you are adjusting obviously the angle of the heating element. I think the best way and the simplest way, this is funny, maybe like put a belt loop up there. That way you could pull it and just punch a little hole in there, but you'd have the durability from the leather. Bye. No, go away. Oh my God. Well, everybody, that was my daughter. So there you go. But I love it. I'm always looking for ways to make some type of adjustment and make it work for myself as well. Let's see. So we don't have an exact like puff vinyl. The best recommendation is going to be use our CAD-Cut Soft Flock or our CAD-Cut Soft Foam. Texture-wise and smoothness, I would say the CAD-Cut Soft Foam would probably mimic that the best. However, puff that I have seen is almost like you can see little fibers in the puff itself. And I feel like you would see more fibers from soft flock versus soft foam. But the soft foam would be a really good comparison to be able to do that. But I know that would be really cool to like have a really thin piece of vinyl that you could cut and lead and then heat apply and just go. Hey, you're allowed to ask whatever question, right? So, sometimes it happens. If it does, definitely let us know. It is not one of those things where like, hey, we're trying to stick seams in there and trick anybody. By goodness, that's not, you know, we are always here to help. So if you happen to have a roll that just seems to be off to you, call customer service and definitely let them know what's up. They'll get you taken care of. I know customer service is so important to us. So we just want you to feel like you're being taken care of. So hopefully, let me know if you have any other further questions on that. Kathy, great question. This I am not 100% sure of. I will tell you, I have a 360 right there that has not been plugged in yet. I need to clear that thing off back there. But I'll double check. Originally, Goof Proof is not approved with upper and lower heat. However, if that can be turned off, then I would say you should be able to be good to go. But let me just double check because I don't want to tell you, yeah, Kathy, run, and that not be correct. And Stacy, again, feel free to answer if you already know that. Feel free to comment if you already know that answer. Let's see. Okay, let's get going. I love it, you guys. You guys came prepared. Let's see. Oh, unfortunately, I have not played with this at all, Denise. So I cannot answer this personally nor professionally. But if you have a specific question on it, please list it below. That way, this gives me a perfect opportunity to kind of just learn on this a little bit more. And if you feel comfortable, you can just message us and then your email or post it below, and I'll make sure that I just get some more information back to you, because I unfortunately can't speak to this one at all. I failed you on this one. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Stay said that it was mentioned in a webinar to turn off the bottom heat. So for the goof proof on the 360, there you go. Ooh, good question. Okay, so if you have no experience making custom shirts, would you start with an A to Z press, even if you have enough money to buy the clamshell press? So my first question is the clamshell, the auto clam, which is what I have, or the max. And the second question is, what is it about the A to Z that is sparking your interest over the max? You're getting a good heating element. You're still getting that S curve. The A to Z is a fantastic press to start with. You have that swinging capability. There's only one adjustable platen right now. So if you have no experience in making shirts and your goal is to make shirts and not really incorporate anything else, if you are looking at other expenses, I would probably start with the A to Z, but I have a lot of questions leading up to maybe like where to put other money, because you're still getting a good press. The clamshell is a workhorse. So that is a press that I have seen people have in their shops for years. A to Z is new. I'm not saying it's a bad press. Please do not take that as this and that it is a throwaway press, because it is not. I'm just telling you what the clamshell, I mean, it's a work horse, and there's other platens available right at this moment. Okay, let's see. So Dawn again, let's see. Okay, really fast, Cindy. She also confirmed her 360 came in and turned off the bottom platen. So you guys are amazing for getting each other's facts. Okay, so Dawn, so I have the Stahl's Auto Clam 16 by 11, and you need a larger one for sublimation. Which heat press would you recommend? This is one time that I would not go to the auto clam, because it's going to auto open, and the automatic open can potentially cause ghosting in your sublimation. I would go with the max 16 by 20, because you're getting that max size of a 16 by 20. If you are needing a larger press, then we just go up to the 16 by 20, and depending on the products that you are sublimation, sometimes the clam, it doesn't give you a large enough opening on the back. So again, questions, or I have more questions just to dive in for you, but the max, simply because it does not auto open. Oh, hello from Holland. Another person confirming the goof proof on the 360. I absolutely love it. Let's see. I'm reading for the pause. Okay. Let's see. How do I order a design that requires half of it to be glitter and the other half to be regular vinyl? Glitter isn't a CMYK option. So you would have to order 2 separate transfers. So what this would be, stay tuned. I am trying to think if I have a sample ready to go, and I do believe I do. So I can actually show you how this would be done. So this would be done through CAD-CUT. The only issue is where it gets a little more difficult is if you are doing a full color design and say your matte is full color and your glitter is full color. That's going to take some uploading time and separating the artwork. But if you're doing a blue matte material and a purple glitter flake, then you would actually upload each art and select that material. So the art for the blue would be uploaded, and then the art for the purple would be uploaded, and you would select the glitter flake material. Okay, Michelle wants to know if it's unusual to use stock art while learning. If you mean stock art like we offer on templates in CADWorks Live, the vinyl designer, absolutely not. There's so much that you can do with that. You can either take the stock art, learn how to manipulate that, customize it for yourself, or if it's just a simple learning process on how to take that art, put it to whatever cutter, cut and heat apply. No, you do what you have to do to train yourself. So don't take that as odd. Even if you're buying art from somebody on Etsy or you have an artist, it's all about the learning process. So whatever step you need to take first to get you more comfortable to move to the next one. Let's see. There you go. Viv just confirmed this. People use stock art all the time. Great Dane Graphics is a stock art company, but it's one of those things where you can import it and, you know, start to make it your own. So just because something is considered stock still doesn't mean you can't customize it to you. But yes, saves you time, and time is money and money is time. So if it's saving you time, then ultimately you're making more money. Cindy, I'm seeing that you're saying you have a ghosting as well with the sublimation. Do you have an auto or do you have a max? Again, I love it, Viv. Yes, girl. Okay, so this depends on the transfer, it depends on the product, and it depends on your customer. This is an incredible question, and I love it. Josh and Zach Ellsworth have released a how to price Stace. I'm gonna butcher this name. I can picture the cover of it, but there is a book that you can actually learn the mathematics ways to do the pricing. That way you are being profitable in this business. Here's the way I look at it, right? If the transfer is something you're producing in-house, it's going to be more affordable for you, but it's going to take just a little bit more time. If you're ordering the transfers like something through services, then the time that you can focus on something else is freed up, but the transfer might be a little bit more. So if it's taking you, I don't know, 4 hours to complete a job simply by going online, ordering the transfers, and applying that way, and it could take you 6 to 8 hours by doing it in-house, which there are pros to both, then you've now added hours to your time. And if you were making $20 an hour, then your hour pay to yourself just dropped. At least 50%, at least double, because if your shirt is $3 and your transfer is $3, you've got a $6 shirt. To me, you should be way up in that $15, $18, $20 range. That's the market I live in. So it really just depends who your customer is, what you're offering, and you know, there's just so much to that. But Josh has touched on this topic ample amount of times, and he always breaks down how easily you can make your money back on equipment. The 360 is one that's been discussed a lot with caps, and just how quickly you've paid for your equipment and then now you're just making money in the bank. You have to also be one that is going to pay attention to your time as well. That is an impossible question, but it can be unlimited. Yes, it just depends on what your margins are, your time, how many hours you're putting into this business, and the products that you use. Quality does matter, and I think if customers know that, and then they are going to always be willing to pay just a little bit more. And quality doesn't mean like premium products. It could mean just a quality job. Okay. Excellent question, Cindy. So when using the Easy View Designer, are there limitations to the type of artwork you can upload, specifically licensed artwork? I don't typically use it, but customers have asked for it in the past. You can upload it, but if you do not have the license document to use it, they will not print it. So yes, but no. As long as you can prove that you have the authorization to use that artwork, then yes. I think there still might be a couple of things when it comes to licensing. With Easy View Designer, you guys, is Stalls Transfer Express. So something's in my eye. If for some reason there's something where you have the correct document, but they're rejecting it, I think there's like minimal things that they just do not want to touch. Stacy, is this the new book I'm thinking of that they just posted? Do you know what I'm talking about? If not, the cost and pricing resources. It's right here. Now I know you guys can't click and highlight this. If you're on, excuse me, Facebook, then you should be able to click the link, no problem. YouTube, this is just nowhere to find it. It all depends on your first job. So how long would it take to recoup money for the press and start, I'm assuming that start making a profit? If you are paying for a $2,000 press and you have a 20 shirt order that you're making $5 on, then that's $100. You're going to need, I don't even know what I said the press was at the beginning. You're going to need 10 of those jobs to pay for that press. So if you're able to get a 100 t-shirt order and you're making $5, then you're at $500 profit. And that's just how you could break it out. You could put $5 in there specifically for the press and $3 to pay yourself for every shirt if you want to. It's your business. You have to do your profit the way you want to. But again, so if you have a 100 shirt job and you're making $5 on every shirt or cap, 100 cap job, then you're at $500 and then you're halfway to paying for your press. So depends on how you look at it, how you're just ready to gun ho and go for it. And I think it's always important knowing what you need. So if you know you are paying $2,500 for everything you need, right? So the press, the 360, I don't know, to get it started, I'm throwing the numbers out there. And you know you're going to take a profit of $10 off of every order, you need 250 pieces. So just try to look at it that way and protect yourself. That's how you get it. John, I'm seeing a couple. I have the auto clan. It's the 16 by 20 as well. Cindy coming in with another one. There you go. So 360 hat press with 60-ish hats, providing you are charging $25 each for quality hats. So it's right there. It can easily be done. If you're doing $12 hats, it's going to take you longer. Just, takes a little bit more. And John coming back in saying, that depends on you and your selling ability. Yep, you got it. John said he paid for his and in 30 days. And, exactly, that's just one of those things where you just have to know. Looking for, but here's the page. Telling it in ebooks. I will try to get that answer for you. Stacey, that's my fault. I should have talked to you about that prior, so we had it. Yes. Okay. So if you guys are not familiar, we put out content every other day on YouTube, and we dive in anywhere from retail to sports to corporate to hard goods, soft goods, what to use when, ideas, inspirations. There is a lot of business info. Sometimes we do beginning to end in the project on the project. Sometimes we're just talking about ways to use material and spark inspiration. So utilize these videos. We've got them organized by sections, lives. We've got Transfer Express on there. We just try to create as much content and diversity in terms of topics and projects. Let's see. Okay, I'm at my questions. We've made it through the list. If I have missed anything, please pop it below. I'll wait just a little bit longer, just like I said, While we're waiting, bear with me for just a quick second, and forgive me, I do not remember the name of who asked it, but it would be, how would you separate the material if one is glitter and one is matte? So I'm going to go grab that for just a quick second. I'll wait for a couple more questions to come in. So in the meantime, enjoy. All right, so this is I wanted to just grab it and then get back out in front of you guys. So I'm going to do my best to search through one of my little piles. I used to save like everything. So I'm curious if you guys are like me. A lot of these are unweeded. Yeah, that's right. They're not weeded. Okay, I found a couple of examples. They're not going to match perfectly, but hopefully this will give you guys for that was asking at least an example, right? Okay, so the one I wanted to show you was this transfer, and this is actually fashion film. I believe it is it's fashion film electric, but I believe it is opal. You can't tell, but it has a little bit of like an iridescent hue to it, or it's not opal, it is, no, opal's right, because it's opal and pearl, I believe. So anyway, so this is how you would order the first transfer, right? And then the second transfer would be ordered in just the portion that you need it in. So believe it or not, this is red metallic, and it was a project I did. I think it was one of my first videos, but I did USA, and I did like giant lips. So there was American flag for the top part, right? So you would order your logo, your main logo in one color, and then your other logo in the other, and then it would just apply to the top. So let's just pretend the red is actually glitter flake and it's stripes for the football. That's how that would work. So if your glitter flake is a pattern, then you could order it like this, and then apply it like that. So hopefully that answers and just gives you a better example. Everything is falling. Okay, I see a couple of other questions, so let's just go back to that really quick. Is there a printable metallic HTV specifically in silver and copper? If you can tell, I'm very disappointed in this one. No, there's not. We don't offer one. We used to have a Super Tech that was in metallic. However, the colors shift. So if you were printing on silver, your red would become more of a maroon. It would have this like super cool effect to it, but it wasn't, you wouldn't necessarily get true, I believe, like true colors. That, I love metallic, and that would be one where I would like freak out. I love our CAD cut metallic, and if we could turn that into a printable, oh my goodness. Cindy said she's on brain overload because of all the YouTube videos. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, the auto clam, and you would like to make full front birthday rip and rip t-shirts. Then I would go auto clam, and let me tell you why. 16 by 20 is the max size that you can use. So if you are wanting to do a full front, and that could be a 12 by 14 graphic, then the auto, like any press at that 16 by 20 is going to give you that full capability. you can always go to a smaller platen. So like this, there we go. I've got the tag along in here right now, and this right here is actually the release button, and this just pops out. So then a 7 by, or a 7-inch round can fit in there, and you could do something different. So this gives you the ability to, the next time you would upgrade would be because you need a second one, or because you want to go with an air compressor, or if you were going with the Fusion, you would just want the brain of the Fusion, which is another topic. But I would go this over the A to Z because of the accessibility and the variety of platens to eventually grow and evolve. I love this, right? Because this is what we're here for. We're here to teach you guys. So I'm glad that you love them. Thank you so much, John, for just saying kind words. We're so happy to see that it has made your life easier and you are using our products. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Cindy, what's your gang sheet question? I see it. John, I would have to dig into exact numbers on this. You are on YouTube, so you cannot see the link that Stacy has pushed. So I'm going to try to find it really, really fast and tell you. It will actually take you to all of our heat presses that are available. And then you can kind of break things down that way. If you have further questions, you know that you can always reach out. I'm scrolling. We got to be close. Okay, ready? It's www.stalls.com/heat-press-machines. And right there on stalls.com, you'll see equipment as well, and then you can go to the presses. Okay, let's see. Now I got to scroll back down. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for tuning in from Tampa. Okay, gang sheets should all be of the same material. So, yes, if you're ordering a gang sheet from Transfer Express, then the sheet would all consist of goof-proof ink or Elastiprint ink or Ultra Color Soft. There's no way to take a sheet and then do half goof-proof and half Ultra Color. Whatever the sheet is just whatever logos you can fit on that sheet. From a stall standpoint, we don't really gang anything. Everything is done off of like individual counts. Even with CAD prints, you really can't gang because every logo is measured on square inch. So if you're doing a 3x3 logo and you're trying to maximize at a 9x9, it's probably going to cost you a lot more. Is there somewhere that gives you sizing based on shirt sizes? Actually, in the Easy View Designer, I believe that there is a spot for you to size to adult or youth. I'm weird when it comes to sizing, and even though I'm like still creating shirts, I go anywhere from 9.5 to 10.5 wide on an adult shirt. And that could be an adult small, adult large, extra large. Obviously, the larger you go, you have to make the decision whether or not you're going to change your art file and cut up different sizes. Gang sheet wise, I would try to keep that as consistent as possible to save you money. I notice tiny, tiny details, but I would say the average person wearing a t-shirt is not going to notice that the large print or the extra large print is the same that's on a small size t-shirt, not like toddler small. But yes, there is information on stalls, and there is information on transferexpress.com. Oh, what's the better business model? What's better business model, make custom shirts or your own clothing brand? It's dependent, because if you are an influencer, right, and you have come up with your own little tagline, those influencers are having you guys print their products and they're selling it. So it's a win-win. But if you create your own brand, there's so much that you can do, because people can follow you as a brand. They can follow you because of what you support, what your vibe is. Personally, both. Because if you have that excellent customer base and you are great with customers, you can fulfill their orders, customers can be endless, right? With your own brand, you're then going out and finding your customers to want your brand. There's several people I follow on Instagram that make stickers, keychains, and they are very, very, very unique sayings, like make awkward normal, or enjoy my awkwardness. And I absolutely adore that. And she shows how she makes her brand, and that she was able to take it from like a part-time to a full-time gig. And then that's developed into t-shirts, and it's just branding as a whole. So if I could set one up, right, like if somebody was going, Kelly, you're setting up this, what do you want? I would do a brand and then offer custom, because if I can get people to follow me as a brand, and then if they know what I am capable of, then that's a twofer. So I just answered this, but I see that you rephrased it. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Stace. Max starts at 800 for the 11 by 15. A to Z is $6.99. So then the next question that I would look at would be going to the 16 by 20, and then breaking down the max and then the auto clam capable in that. Ultra. Ultra. Okay, let's see. Are there tutorials specific to designers who are just using their own artwork from digital drawing apps? I love this. Okay, so assuming you're talking about something like Procreate, I'm going to wait just a couple of quick seconds, Lisa. So I am not an artist, guys. I have visions, and I try to recreate them using CADWorks. We have some incredible designers with stalls, help with them, but I like to doodle, okay? So I personally downloaded the app Procreate, and I'm gonna try to teach myself this. Jenna is also working on teaching herself how to use our Vinyl Designer from a tablet standpoint. And she is also a wee bit familiar with Procreate. So Lisa, I absolutely love this question, because it is something that we have been discussing. So stay tuned, because I would personally love to know how to do this. So if I can do it, then we're good. But are you currently doing it? Are you going from like Procreate or anything like that? Have we done easy view starters tutorials? And I'm assuming you're talking about Transfer Express. And nope, but I'll put it on the list. I know that we have, I think we've had some videos on it just maybe like over the years, but if there's, are you just wanting like a basic of the basic, slow, show something simple, and then maybe go from there? Let me know, because I'm making a mental note for that. Okay. Yep. Now the CAD cut glitter flake in white, I would go with CAD color glitter flake, which is white. That is what I would sublimate on. I don't know, honestly, Scott, if it has been tested on just regular CAD cut glitter flake, but I do know CAD color glitter flake, or printable glitter, excuse me, which is a white glitter flake with an iridescent speck to it. You can. Hi, Brandy. Oh, boom. There you go. Design, size, and placement ebook will help Cindy's question. So there it is, guys. www.stalls.com/design-placement-guide. I'm taking a drink because Okay, I'm going to try to answer the ones that are in now, and then we will go. Okay, Lisa, I'm seeing your Procreate. So yeah, I have not. Like I said, I started playing with it, wanting to understand it just a little bit more. But then I am curious, because you would be sending that to your cutting software. So like you would have to then export that and import into, like I have Silhouette back there, and then I have a GS24 over there. But I'll dive, like it's a topic for sure that I really want to get into. Okay, let's see. Show potential customer. Okay, so there is a gal, Brandy. She is, I don't know, she's still on. She is an avid sample maker giver, okay? And that has worked well for her. There's a couple ways to look at this, Cindy. Is to do a physical sample, it's going to cost money. So they always say like it costs money to make money. And I think it depends on what the opportunity is. If you are looking to get in the door with a particular customer because you know what the potential is, then in my personal opinion, and the different worlds of, or different parts of this whole world that I've been in terms of decorating and apparel, a sample can go a long, long, long way. A virtual is excellent because you can show them, or mock-up is excellent because you can show them a variety of different things without having to invest in 10 different pieces. A physical product allows somebody to touch, feel, and there are so many people that rely on the touching sense versus just a simple picture. If you're able to do the mock-up and, really capture the way metallic is going to look, or glitter flake, or some dimension, then I think that's a way to go. And there are some very cool apps out there that allow you to create different things. But in the vinyl designer with onstalls.com, we have the ability for you to choose a background. So it could be like wood or tile, and then tees for you to make really unique mock-ups. But I think it depends on the customer. If you're looking to get a 20 shirt order and it's going to be one and done, I would go a mock-up or a virtual. Hi. Hello. Let's see. John, you're killing me. I don't know, man. I don't know what you make full time. I think you need to set a goal at what you want to make. Break it down by how many items that's going to require you to sell. And then break that down by how many potential jobs. And then break that down by the equipment cost. There's a lot of math involved in this question. John coming in for another little scoop, but yes, be consistent at selling. Selling is the biggest thing. You can create and create and create all day, but if you don't have somebody purchasing your products, then you're not going anywhere. The mixed media look in Easy View. So with Easy View, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but on Transfer Express, I'll touch base with me after this. Oh, you guys are killing me today. Okay, I am the Lean Logo Formula. Yes, that is the book. Josh and Zach, Lean Logo Formula. Go get it. You guys, like, if you have questions on how to mark up product, John, this is for you, man. You need this. It's called the Lean Logo Formula, and it has this really, really cool graphic with I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like schooled, but then a little bit of the brain, it's gone. It's cool. The Lean Logo Formula. That's it. Okay, guys, I think that is about it. Terry, yes. So if you have art and you can upload it and it's not licensed, then yes, you can upload it. So I have purchased a file off of Etsy, guys, and I was able to use it as a sublimation transfer. So yes. Yes. So one live I did was breaking down the Transfer Express marketing kit. So if you are looking for just random samples, not samples specifically given to a customer with their business logo, get that marketing kit from Transfer Express, because you get so many transfers. Then you just have to choose what blank goods you want. You can keep it a simple t-shirt. You can go elevated, you can go low, but that's an excellent use. Kathy, we actually touched on this just a little bit earlier. So for the Easy View, I've made notes to get a better, not wrong word, get a simplified video out there. Cindy, you're very welcome. And let's see, how can I learn more about each color of CAD cut vinyl? I am a reseller and I want to know details about each color and media type. So Lydia, for this, there's a couple of levels to that question, and guys, this is going to be the last question I'm going to answer, since I was like thinking, oh, we'll be 30 minutes. Nope, we're at an hour. There is the CAD cut vinyl catalog. There's a breakdown, but simplified version is on stalls.com. If you go to CAD cut, on all of the materials, there is a details, or there's an order detail. There's 3 different tabs. You can see all of the colors, and then there is also like a description for what the material is best used for. Josh has broken down a couple of materials on YouTube. There's a couple of videos on like what vinyls to get started and to use. Lydia, for you specifically, since you are a reseller, utilize your contacts at Stalls and have them send you some resources in terms of links. If there's any video recommendations, if you're looking for specific materials that you want to offer, like you want to offer a performance material, what is it? You want to offer a t-shirt material, what is it? If you know those categories, it's a lot easier to kind of break down and explain. And yes, we do have swatches. So that is always an option. Events are starting to take place again, you guys, and just prefacing that we will probably not have those swatches there at the event, but you'll still be able to get them. Stalls Vinyl Designer. It took me a minute. I believe it is May 17th. Josh and Sarah are doing a 1-hour webinar and tutorial on our new vinyl designer, which you can find on stalls.com. It's to the right hand of the search bar next to the artwork uploader. So that's a really good webinar if you are looking at an easy way to make mock-ups and just looking at another place to create artwork. And we've got some webinars for Spirit Sale coming up as well, if you're looking to learn a little bit more on that. You guys have been amazing, and I love the fact that you just like hit those questions and had a ton of stuff for me to at least attempt to answer. So I hope this provided some value for you and at least got your questions answered. I have my 4 little notes. Until then, guys, thanks again so much for tuning in. I'm Kelly Walters. We'll see you next Thursday. It'll be Jenna Sackett. And you guys have a wonderful rest of the week and an even better weekend. So see you later.